historic Springfield neighborhood celebrating 100 years today. The Neighborhood Association hosting an anniversary picnic in Phelps Grove Park. The event included games and live music, plus some slices of celebratory cake. In a post, the association remarks on just some of the things the community has done together, from promoting safety with a neighborhood watch to beautifying the area through cleanup and gardening sessions.
Just wanted to focus on the things that we share and enjoy and that we're so happy about, to have this beautiful neighborhood in this beautiful city where people are kind to each other and helpful.
Now, while the celebration happened today, the actual 100th birthday, or anniversary rather, will be on June 13th.